So here we are again, for what I would imagine is probably at least the 35th time that I've done an axle in my car. This time, it seems that the rebuild shop either rebooted or reused an old boot on the inner joint. I already verified they didn't replace it. So what we have is a nice holy hole. And it was puking grease everywhere, as well as causing a nice little vibration after I just replaced the other axle on the driver's side of the car. So hopefully this will kind of break down for you what we got to do to replace the axle boot, re-grease with a Volvo OEM unit instead of this trash aftermarket one. So I guess first things first, we're going to have to go and get this guy off and this guy off. Here it is. Things don't come out without a fight either. So now what we're left with is the tripod joint. Where to get this boot off of here. Obviously you got to remove underneath all this grease here, which I'm going to wipe off. There's a snap ring. So once you get all the grease off of this thing, you'll hopefully see exactly this. There's your snap ring. This axle came back and it was rebuilt a couple of times. Or actually this is a completely new axle than the one I gave them because they screwed up the outer joint and it exploded on the highway. So what we're going to do with this is you just have to take it off with a set of snap ring pliers. There we go. Relatively uneventful. Now, sometimes these will slide off. I mean, I think they should, but they don't all the time. So you can either use a press or a 3-jaw puller or even a nice mallet perhaps on the back side of this. I really don't know. Pick your poison, whatever you're comfortable with. Alrighty, so after a little bit of a fight, I was able to get this thing off. Joint itself looks completely fine. Make sure that there's no nicks or flat spots in your bearing here. Other than that, it looks just fine. Ready to go for another, I don't know, hopefully 100,000 miles. Nothing really locking up on here. Things moving nice and free, or as free as you can expect it to move. As free as it should move. That's good to go. Oh yeah, but there is a right and a wrong way to do this. On your shaft here, there's a chamfered edge on the inside here, and there's a flat edge. Use your noggin. Flat edge. It's going to go against this guy here. If you don't do that, I don't think you're going to be able to get the clip back on. So now, this boot comes off in a blaze of glory. Or a blaze of shit, I'm not sure. Possibly just a bad night at Taco Bell or something. That's what it looks like on this table right now. And we'll get into this guy. Get the grease stuff. Look, it comes with a cute little handle and everything. They thought of it all. So, here's your new boot. Here's your crap aftermarket boot. It's pretty craptacular, to be honest with you. Garbage. And, good measure, Volvo gives you nice Volvo grease, which we are gonna, oh, look at that. Volvo, aka Ford. I wish this car came with a nice pair of shoes. Also included in your service kit. New axle bolt. New clamp. New clamp. And a new snap ring. Here we are, ready to put the new boot on. This ought to be exciting. I don't think I have a good set of Whittaker clamp pliers. So, shouldn't have to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Clamp, unless you really feel like opening it back up. Clamp. First. Boot. Next. Shouldn't have to say it, but you know, boot goes on first.
Hi, Daddy, po Patty, pea pie, po Patty.
Hi, Peanut.
Daddy.
What you doing, little sweetheart? Jeez, this boot, total ball buster. Really hard to get on there, even with this thing all greased up. Or maybe it's really hard because this thing's all greased up. Not entirely sure, but hey, it's on there. Okay, rogue power wheels, but here we go. So, this joint will go on probably one of many different ways. Or one of one ways, apparently. So, here it is. That's where it sits comfortable. There must be a larger side to this thing somewhere, but I can't see it. Oh well. Now, gotta pound this thing back on there, or press it back on. Your choice, pick your poison again. Now I know you guys are all just dying to find out how I got that thing back on there, since it was such a tight fit before. Block of wood, hammer, it'll only get you so far. Once you get down to it, you can slowly tap that back down with the hammer. Again, not really too big of a deal. Now, if you bought a replacement boot kit and it didn't come with this thing, sucks for you. Try to use the new one. It really doesn't make much of a difference, but if they give it to you, why the hell not use it? These things do bite too. If you miss, God help you. There it is, in a nutshell. There's our new bearing. This guy is sitting on there good. So now, load her up. Well, shit. Alright, it looks like everybody decided to turn on their frickin' radios in the neighborhood at the same exact time. So, here we go. I'm going to do my best to show you how to properly clamp these things. Yeah, I want to place that on there, just like that. Fight with it for a little bit. Line them up. Press and hold. And there you go.
Done.